Hi Geminis, welcome to Quickie Tarot. It's time for a What's Happening reading. Find out what's happening with you. I want to send out all my condolences and all my best wishes and love to everyone affected here by that coronavirus. So Gemini is an air sign, and they're represented by swords in this tarot deck. So let's get started. Let's find out what is happening for our Geminis out there. Universe, what's happening for our Geminis? Did that flip over? Nope. What's happening for our Geminis? Hierophant. Please give me more cards for Geminis. What's happening? Universe, what is happening? Okay. We have plenty of cards to get started. So Geminis, the overall energy of this reading is the Four of Pentacles. It's Four of Pentacles is feeling kind of stuck and stagnant. Let's find out what this is all about here. So up here in your highest energy, we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is traditional values and traditional morals. Contracts, signing contracts. It could be marriage. It could be anything to do with traditional values and traditional morals, and or contract signing, something like that. We'll read on. Next to Hierophant, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is cycling out. That heavy burden, this is that burden cycling out of your life, been carrying on your back for a while. This figure is about to drop those wands. They are so heavy, they're just fine, they're going to fall away at any minute. That's next to the Hierophant. So is this, part of the energy here, it feels like, is this person that you are. Okay, you are a traditional type person. You have traditional type morals, attitudes, and it's, for some reason, it's been like a burden on you. It's like maybe you wish that you weren't that way, because if you weren't that way, things wouldn't be as much of a burden for you. But that burden is cycling out. The Hierophant is not. This is part of you, who you are. That's not cycling out, but the burden of being that way is cycling out. And perhaps there was an engagement or a marriage or something that is getting better. That could be too. So we're reading on in this reading. We have the Strength card here that came up next to putting down these burdens. This is the card of Leo. More importantly, it's the energy of knowing what you have to do and doing it in a very kind, thoughtful manner, gentle way. You work it out. You're working out that burden in a very kind way. So under the Hierophant, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is the feeling of being like rejected and alone. And you might be feeling that way because of The energy from the Hierophant, like the traditional values and morals that you carry with you, it might have not been like the right thing for, and I'm thinking the Emperor, because you're kind of stuck. You're kind of stuck in this energy here of feeling rejected and alone. And it's under the Hierophant. And we have the Emperor on the other side. And this is under that Strength card, being kind and gentle, but doing what you have to do. And you know you have to do it. Card of Aries. So Aries here could be involved, but more importantly is the energy of this card. And the energy of this card is a personality, someone who's pretty set in their ways, pretty narrowly focused on what they want to do, how they want to do it, and they want to be the leader of the pack. They want to be, do it my way. My way's the best way. That's kind of how they think. And it's really hard to get them to change their mind. So it feels like you might have been up against someone in your life here who was not a traditional thinker. But you are, and that was causing conflict. That was causing, like, just, it was causing this butting of heads because they want it their way and you want it your way. And they just don't match. Okay? So let's read on. Under the Five of Pentacles, we have Temperance. Temperance is trying to help smooth things over here. Temperance is the universe. This is the card of Sagittarius, by the way. So you could have some Sag in your chart. They could have some Sag. Also, the Hierophant is the card of Taurus, and I forgot to point that out, I think. So you could have Taurus in your chart, or they could have Taurus in their chart someplace. The energies are most important in these cards. Temperance is trying to work really, really hard at pouring that potion back and forth to try to get things to happen the way they're supposed to happen for you. So let's read on. So next to Temperance, we have the Chariot. The Chariot, this is the card of Cancer. So again, you could have Cancer in your chart someplace. They could have Cancer. More importantly is the energy of moving forward. So you're going to be coming out of this stuck feeling in this relationship and what's going on here between you and another person. You're going to be moving out of that, and sometimes at a pretty swift pace, but you are going to be moving forward. And you're moving forward because the Queen of Swords is here. This is your card, Gemini. This is air sign energy. It's also the energy of seeking the truth and the clarity through communication, right under the Emperor, right next to the Chariot. So this communication is helping to free up this relationship so that you can move forward. I'm not sure if the Emperor's moving forward with you or not right now. So next to the Queen of Swords, we have the Eight of Swords. Another card of feeling stuck. So what you've done is, it looks like you're going to explain what's happening. You're going to tell them, with this card here too, you're going to say, look, I feel like I'm in this relationship here and I'm kind of stuck in this relationship and there's no movement in it because you want to move forward and it feels like they're happy right where they are. So you have this conversation. This is going to free you from that stuck feeling. This is a card of illusion. You're not stuck. You feel stuck, okay? You're not. So you can move. And the Chariot's right under, the Four of Pentacles, which is being stuck and stagnant. So moving ahead is what's going to be happening here from that. You can walk. Look at her feet. Her feet are totally free. You can go anywheres. So then we have the Seven of Swords that came out. And this is right next to the Emperor. And this is right above that Eight of Swords where you feel like you're stuck. But you feel like you're stuck because you feel like the Emperor is taking and not giving. They're taking a lot more than they're giving in this relationship. I'm going to take out more cards. Let's see what's going on. What's happening to Geminis? Please, let's finish this reading. What's happening? Oops, with Geminis. Let's finish this reading, please. Not really. I don't want to forget that goes up there. Geminis, what's going on? Oh, okay. Well, looking good. All right. I don't know what this is. Oh, looking good. Okay. Okay. So you come forward, like I said, with this Ace of or Queen of Swords, and you're telling the truth, and you're seeking the truth from them. So you have this communication, helps you get unstuck. You're going to be moving forward, and you're not moving forward alone. I think you're moving forward with the Emperor. I think the Emperor is going to see that you can't go this way, that they'd rather keep you around than to just stay stuck in their narrow-mindedness and their, horse with the blinders on type energy. So above the Seven of Swords here, we have the Four of Wands. This person that you're connected to here is a special connection. Probably a soulmate or a twin flame. This is a spiritual card. It has 1111 in those wands. It's about a lovely home and lovely family with lots of love. Okay, this is a commitment card, actually. The Hierophant can be a commitment card. Down here, we have victory. We have victory for you. This is celebration. This is like an engagement. It looks like. And then we have the Page of Cups. So what you speak about, you feel like they're just taking your love and not really giving a lot in return. You talk about that with this Page of Cups here. About the love just doesn't feel like love because they don't want to move forward at all. So you talk about that. And what's going to happen is you're going to leave the old ways behind. So this is going to end. All this butting of the heads, like you want to move forward, they want to sit right on their throne and not go anywheres. They don't have to be Aries, remember, but they'll carry that energy of the card. And this is leaving the old behind. This is the card of Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your chart. They could have Scorpio in theirs. And this is leaving the old behind and moving forward again, right next to the Four of Wands. So it looks like there is like, you're having a little fabuttal, or however that word goes. But there's something going on here where you're clashing, the clash of the minds. And the Queen of Swords here, your energy is going to speak the truth, and you're going to ask for the truth from this person because of the way you feel. And you explain how it makes you feel. And what's going to come out of it is an engagement and a marriage, and you're going to move forward that way in your life with the person you care the most about. So, Geminis, thank you for watching Quickie Tarot.